We've got the Himalayan windshield on the MK design clamp, and it's been all right. Could hold winds up to about 110 120 kilometers on the road. I'm over 6'2", so it kind of hits me right in the middle of my helmet. So we're gonna put on the carbon racing. This is just the handlebar for Zen Baba bike. So we've not unboxed it, so we'll show that also. Okay, we've just opened the box, and you can see this windshield, and attached to it is the mounting kit, right? The rods and all setup. So decent size. Let's compare this right next to how the Himalayan head mount is. Okay, so this is the carbon racing one, and this is the Himalayan. So you can see, okay, let's keep it right next to each other. Okay, baseline same, so it's about good 4 to 5 inches more taller, and definitely much more wider. I think it's got
It's really wide at this point.
Yeah.
So it'll throw off your even your arms.
Correct. So yeah, we are wearing masks because we want to be safe, right?
Yeah, we want to avoid touching our faces as well.
But these ones are good, dude. ये वाला अच्छा था.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
And best part, मानो दूर से when you take a photo, ना, the windshield generally does not throw up so much, so still look like it is stock.
This is just opening it. You just need to tell them.
But why are we opening this?
Because we need to take the lights off. Indicators.
Right. Clamp out, correct.
So it's a big pain. Actually, this is not a pain. But taking this bolt out is a pain.
Yeah, that's because it is strategically located to screw our happiness, right?
Exactly. Because now you need to be careful when you're pulling the wrench out.
Correct.
You need to be careful not to damage this part.
So far what we've done is we've removed the headlamp, and then we are now disconnecting the connection to the indicators so we can remove them.
So you've got these two lights. One is the black one, one's the white one. And I think the black one is for the left and the white is for the right. You just need to pry it. People will try to push it here. That won't work.
Okay.
Just pry it open this way. And then you can pull it out and it'll come out.
We had to loosen up the indicators and stuff because we already had a windshield earlier, and even if you have a Royal Enfield fly sheet, right, then also you need to do it. I had the MK design. Mine is more like a slide in, so we also had to do it. But if you have never had a windshield, you don't need to do that. You just need to probably loosen this side of it and you should be good. After this, we'll be assembling the windshield so that we can mount it on the bike. So we've opened this mini box, and these are all the things that are available. As you can see, I think they've given a mask. I think this is a COVID special, right? So if you've been careless so far and not wearing a mask while doing this, now you can do that. Amazing stuff, carbon racing, good stuff. Let's see what else is there. Okay, we have all the clamps here. Okay, and we have the mount rods. Okay, now we'll try to assemble this together so we can put it on the bike.
The way you put these two together is this is how basically it's supposed to look like at the end of it. So put both the bolts in one of the pieces, one of the slots. Obviously this is for the nut, and tighten one of them, not both of them. So place this in and then tighten it. Look, this is loosening it. 1 second.
What's the Allen bolt number 3, no?
I think it's 3. 1 second, let me just check. Yeah, this is 3. You tighten it just so that it's there, has a little bit of play.
Right.
And don't tighten both of them.
Then you can't put it inside.
Yeah,
right?
and then you put it in, and then put the second nut in, and And you're supposed to tighten till the seams close. Don't over tighten it. So now you can see there's a little bit of seam. Tighten it till it goes away. Same thing you gotta do here. And the seams close now, and you're done.
And there's play, right? Awesome.
There's a little bit of play. I mean, it's designed to have a little bit of play. It doesn't shut down and close the ball totally, but it has a little bit of play, yeah.
So this is how tight. You don't see any gap there, which is good. Okay. Take this outer cover, which has got this mount that will go in, and you fit it like
On the
this,
outside?
On the outside, yeah.
And then you take these,
Right.
and you basically, it doesn't matter how the thing goes because this has play enough to rotate all the way,
Got it.
almost 180 degrees of play, and you just put it flush to that way, and then you've got two screws, these, and you just put it in. You get it out of the way, that's a good thing.
So this is the screw that goes in here for it to lock. So when you place this back on this, right?
You can hear us like a very nice click, or it fits in place. It doesn't wobble around once it's in place.
So then you know it is in the right place.
Yeah, and then you can tighten it a little bit to hold it in place. So now I know it's in place. I'm not going to tighten it all the way, obviously. And then get this out of the way. You get this second screw. That's it. You've got both of them in, and one of the ways that you can fit it is turn it around all the way so that it's pointing up, so that it's easier for you to, mount it back on your
Bike.
and you can do it pretty easily. You can just like rotate it.
That's so cool, man. So this is the mount that will go onto your handlebar, and you can see it's already pre-fitted. So what we'll do is we'll loose this a little, dismantle this lower portion so we can put it onto the handlebar. And there are a couple of places where you can put. I've got this AOM handlebar off-road, so it's a little too high for me to mount it up here. And also, like what Zain was saying, if you unfortunately meet with an accident, it'll come right for you. So we're going to try mounting it on here, lower point, and you can try this on the stock handlebars also.
You gotta be careful with this because it's a little finicky. Lot of moving parts here which actually fall off.
Maybe if you can just show them what are all the moving parts.
Yeah, so this is one of the parts that can fall off if you don't hold on to it properly.
Okay.
And then there are these different types of grips, different sizes rather. I think Ravi had mentioned a couple of them. I don't remember exact sizes, but you've got different thicknesses of this so that they can go in various different sizes of handlebars. And I believe this is the thickest that comes along with it. So the way you mount it is just make sure that you're doing it the same on both the sides. Let me just get onto this side.
So I can see we've already fit one here.
Yeah, so you're gonna
I'll show you how
mount
to do
it
the
the
next
same
one.
way and not try to flip it around the other way around.
So you can see it's being extremely conscious to make sure nothing falls apart.
Yeah, let me just hold this. Cover it like that. There you go. That goes on that way. And then you have to push this in a little bit.
Then hold the
Now put the nut underneath. And you just tighten it such that
you can probably push it a little bit more inside, Zain Baba.
yeah, I'm not gonna tighten it. I'm just making sure that it holds now. So
Okay.
now it holds, and then you can move it a little bit towards the inside.
Okay, we found that the handlebar has got a little difference in the shape from where it takes the angle up. So we are going to push it up to this position so both of them are in symmetry. And actually this is more easier to fit also, no? In this angle.
And don't tighten it all the way because you have to put the rod in, and then once it's in place, then you can tighten this.
Correct. So now we're going to move this one also slightly up.
Should be good enough actually. That's
Right.
Yeah, that's alright, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So these are some well-designed mounting points. Looks very sharp and neat.
This is actually pretty neat. This is like finished properly. They're pretty solid. There are two actually, not just one. So rather than putting them on the bike directly, I would suggest you put them on the windshield first.
And then let it roll onto
Yeah,
that.
and then you're supposed to put these on the inside, because if you put them on the outside, you can actually see that this contour of the windshield actually, it blocks the mount.
So it's not made to be put outside.
Yeah, it's not made to be, so don't put it on the outside. And the way you're supposed to mount these is pretty simple. Use a washer, put it on top of this, and yeah, this is one of the things. So you might need to clean up these holes, because if you see,
Yeah, there's still
a
some.
little of plastic. So just take a normal screwdriver which actually fits through here.
And make the hole clean.
Yeah, so like that, and just poke it through while rotating, so it's a little easier on you as well. So if you see now, it's a little bit cleaner. There you go.
Clean.
Do that on all the four sides. That's done. This is already clean.
That one needs a little bit.
And we're done. So again, these are Allen bolts. You have to be a little careful with them. Just tighten it loosely with your hand first.
Do we need a washer on inside?
There's no need for a washer on the bolt side.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, on the nut side.
Okay.
Need a washer on the bolt side. So you got a size 10 wrench to hold it on one side. Just make sure that you put it on the same level, because it has a little bit of play. So just make sure that on this side as well you're putting it on the bottom row.
Okay. So this is how it's supposed to look once you fit all of it. You see, it'll be good if you can keep the seal like this and similar on both sides. It actually looks nice when you look at it from side profile. And as you would already see, we have already managed to get some scratches here and there, but then that is bound to happen, and we were told that is to be expected. And this is how it looks from inside. And yes, so your side mounts going to be like this, washers on the outside and symmetrically straight. Now we're going to try mounting it onto the bike.
Yeah.
Pull these rods up, so when you try to fix it, you don't end up making some more scratches directly on your bike, and that's how you have to mount it on there. We've got the headlamp back in, but this is the point that you have to be a little careful working around with. So we moved this clamps a little more up so that they don't interfere with the what we did is we again remove this from here, and then we independently tried to hammer this little inside, because seemed like there was a little bit of cutting issue. I think there was a little bit of dust inside that was not letting this rod pass through.
Yeah, so we had to like separate it out, put this in, and now we'll put it all together.
Yep. Yo, so what we ended up doing is we were trying too hard the other day to force the rod through the clamp hole here to make sure it fits in, right? So through this piece. Okay. What we ended up doing is breaking the mold of this ball that is molded onto this rod. So we had to request one of another fellow rider who also ordered, but he had a spare one, so we have taken it from him and we're trying to fix it back again. And see, now we are going for a very safe option by applying some grease on it, so that it just flows through the clamp holes easily. And we are going to fit all the setting here only, and then we'll mount it onto the handlebar. Okay, if you're stuck and trying to remove this, right, use a screwdriver to open up the gap and then pull it out. That's a smarter way to do it. You can see it's coming out quite easily now, right?
$38 too.
Which one is this? Acha, multi-service thing.
I don't remember. Motul ka hai? Yeah, it's Motul.
Acha,
And
good.
you get for $38 and I don't know for how long I've had this.
This is what we broke the other day. So as you can see, it was actually molded onto the rod. We pressed it too hard and then cracked open. So don't do that. Don't apply too much force. If it is not going in with like decent amount of force, then you're doing something wrong or something is not okay. Stop it. Don't break it. So what we're doing today is we're pulling everything back again. We're going to fix everything on the windshield first, and then we're going to get it onto the handlebar with the mounts and then adjust the position.
Be very careful. So now it's inside.
Okay.
It's like slips on very easy. So this was the original one. I mean
Right.
the one that was already on.
Correct.
And this is really tight. So you can see I could just push this with my hand in. See? Like this isn't very hard.
That isn't very hard. That's exactly how it is supposed to go, but
This is
yeah.
how it's supposed to go with grease on.
Mm.
And this isn't how it's supposed to go.
Okay, so we've got this up.
So they gave you these bushes of sorts, which basically sits between the clamp, this clamp, and your rod. So if you've got a thick rod, you can use the thinner one. And the by default it comes with this, which I think they've placed because with the stock handlebar. So you've got multiple sizes, 3 I believe. We're pretty going to use the standard one that came along with it. But you can use these basically. And they sit in pretty, it's pretty simple actually. It's no rocket science. You've got 2 notches here, they go inside these holes. Like that, and that's pretty much it. When you're putting these on top of the handlebar, make sure you have these grooves. The groove come from this side. This, which is supposed to be on the bottom side. I don't know if you can see it because of the light. I don't think you can. Can you?
Better, yeah.
So you can see that these are notches which help in rotation of the whole bracket.
Wait. No, I don't think there's enough light to
Yeah,
get
there's
that.
not enough light.
But look at this like this, right? It's a 1/4 and 2 3/4. The 3/4 side should be back.
Yeah.
Remember
on
that.
the bottom and when you're here.
Yes.
Depends on how you're mounting, but just make sure that you have that.
Both of them are aligned, right?
Yeah, properly. Just loosely fit it, don't tighten it because
You need to
might
adjust.
need to adjust it
Right.
according to what you like. So the way you start off aligning it is make sure, so this is, we've got on stock handlebar, you've got that stabilizing rod in the middle by default, right? So that, just measure the distance first and that's your baseline. So from there you can start and then you can look at the flatness of the windshield.
Correct.
From the front, like you can look if it's a little off. And the most important thing is these clamps should be set at the same height
Yeah. See the
on your handlebar.
correct. I think also the complexity of the situation is that they have given too much of option to customize the angle.
Yeah.
So you have customized an angle from this side of the sheet, from the place where you can mount this. So
The distance, the place,
distance, yes.
all that kind of stuff. It's a little too much.
it takes a little while,
Yeah.
but I think it is good because you can then fit
Absolutely
it.
worth it because once you tighten the whole thing, like you can flick it, you can try to move it and it won't move. So it's really, really good. That way.
And also the angle of wind blast also you can adjust little forward,
Yeah.
above head,
Yeah.
straight, little straighter.
Yeah, you just need to loosen the bolts on the headlight
Correct.
and basically it can move till
Move.
upward.
Correct.
Now that can only happen with the ones that he's given, the mounts that he's given.
He's
if you
given.
put this on the stock handlebar, you can't do it.
You can't. And also one more thing is that you will see this enormous amount of gap, but that's all right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little too much of a gap.
And you can see the way we've fitted here is when you look at it from the top, right? The frame of your headlamp is just the borderline of where the windshield ends. That could also be one of the measure of trying to see if it has been fit straight or not. Ignore my slippers.
Just being too careful so that I don't move the mount up or down.
Yeah, should have little gentle hands.
This should move. This should move. They are at the same height. We just need to clean the grease and pretty much.
As you can see, right, I don't know how much you can actually see through the video. The gap between the speedometer dial and the handlebar rods are pretty much perfect. That also is one way of checking the symmetry if it is in line with what you want, right? And when you sit on the bike and the way, right? So you can feel the distance is pretty much the same between both. The rods have the same amount of clearance on the side, so that also is one of the measure to make sure it's correctly set. And from up you can see bang on center. So the multiple ways how you can decide if it is in center or not. We're just going with what we feel cut wise works for us. You can see once you've tightened the mounts and all, right, it is super tight, like it's not movie shaky and all. So we've got a little bit of sharp edge here that generally happens, nothing to complain about. So we're going to use a little bit of sandpaper to rub this off, so that even by mistake when we touch this with the gloves on, we don't end up tearing it up. And there you go, nothing more to complain. The small little things, and I think you should be good to go. We'll quickly clean up the grease and then we'll shoot again.
If you've got masking tape at home, like put the whole thing around this, like बस इसको छोड़ के ना, if you put like masking tape all around it and just rub it off, and just go down till about 1,000, 1,500 grit, it should like smoothen out. I don't have tape right now.
Or like maybe just ignore that because you won't see it from inside.